Welcome to Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we believe in the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld of the Brown Blankfeld Group, selling homes in Southern Nevada since 1988. To bring you the 3 E's, we not only share our experience and knowledge, but that of our expert contributors. We are very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. Like them, we are dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truths for market conditions. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. With me in studio right now, I've got Bill Nelson from Piercy, Bowler, Taylor & Kern. Bill, welcome.
Hello, Harvey. Good morning. It's good to see you.
When we're in business, we have these financial statements that are required of us periodically. If ever we want to get money, anything of that nature. Talk to me about the financial statement, why we're doing this.
Depending on the size of the loan, it depends on the type of financial statement that would be required. Other times when financial statements are required for regulatory requirements,
Sure.
for gaming, for example. And there are various types of financial statements. There are various levels. The lowest level is a compilation. The client will give us information. We'll put it together in financial statements. The next level is called a reviewed financial statement. We do some procedures. We do analytics.
Basically, the one version is you just gather the information for them and put it together in a comprehensive report for somebody. The second one is you ask questions of some of this data you're provided.
Exactly. The third, though, is an audit.
Okay.
You'll know when you've been audited. It's very in-depth. We try to make it as painless as possible.
I want to talk a little bit about the small business guy like myself. I'm selfish, so I want to hear about me. When we get audited and we say, hey, Bill, here's our report, email you a file. Say I just want to get a basic loan. Is that typically enough, or they're going to ask for more than that?
They'll need more than that.
They will.
We're going to test the transactions that did happen.
Right.
During the year, we'll test the balances. We'll look at your bank statements. If invoices came in a week or two after the end of the year, did they still get recorded as liabilities, or do we test things like that? But also it goes to assets like computer equipment.
If you're reporting as an asset, you better own it.
Right. It needs to be on the books, and the liability needs to be on the books too.
You talked about a magazine you read called Fraud. I'm thinking, fraud magazine? But there really is.
I learn a lot by learning what crooks are doing. It makes me a better auditor when I'm auditing the financial statements.
Sure.
Also to help construct a person's business such that there are controls in place to not prevent fraud, but to catch it quickly.
If you want to catch a crook, you got to think like a crook. And what you discovered in a recent article was about this email fraud that was really scary.
A controller who'd been at work for a week receives an email from the CEO saying, hey Bob, please send a wire to this professional service company for $205,209.25. Next day, sees the CEO. He goes, I sent that wire like you asked me to, and Bob said, what wire? The person who's perpetrating the fraud was able to get into the CEO's voicemail and responded to a voicemail that the bank left and said, yes, I'm not able to call you right now, but I approved the wire.
My goodness.
If an email comes in and it looks like it might be questionable, don't
Question
touch
it.
Question it. Don't
Question
touch it. Send it to your IT. If you don't have an IT department, find one. Find a professional.
There's so many more doors opened to crooks.
There are, and the thieves are becoming more sophisticated.
Sure.
We have to follow the controls.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't because there are shortcuts,
Right.
and do
I have to do it every time?
Every time.
Yeah. Making sure that the controls are, first of all, thorough enough to actually protect them against stuff. Because some people may think they have a control when there's nothing there.
If you think it's not going to happen to you, well, it can. You need to have the controls in place to keep honest people honest and to catch dishonest people.
What's an anonymous reporting method?
The number one way that fraud is caught is by other employees. And an anonymous reporting method can help.
You need a way for your employees to be able to get that type of information with you without fear of repercussions for being a squealer or snitch.
If it's a person's manager who they think is doing something unethical, then that needs to be reported too. And the employer really needs to know they can do that without it being found out.
Good topic, interesting conversation, interesting stories. Hey Bill, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you, Harvey. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Please tune in every week and help us heal the Southern Nevada market one home at a time.